Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and never seen anything like this before? Yeah, that about sums it up. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. There's a growing chorus among legal experts that, this judge, Juan Merchan, and Alvin Bragg want to send Trump to jail. But another legal expert has chimed in. See, when Ellie Honing was saying he's never seen anything like this before, and they asked point blank, this judge, Anderson Cooper asked the judge point blank, like, will Trump go to jail on this? And this judge, former judge, he said it's almost no chance Trump will go to jail. There's almost no chance this judge is going to have the audacity to place a former president of the United States and the leading contender for the Republicans and the leading contender right now in the overall election to be put behind bars. I don't know if I agree with that. I think this judge and Alvin Bragg are kind of hell-bent on putting Trump behind bars. I think they want to do it. I think it's their dream come true if they can do it. So I don't know if I believe that. What I do believe, though, is that it may be a logistical nightmare, especially with the Secret Service having to step in and say, wait a second, I mean, what do we do if they do this? This is a guy that's still going to need Secret Service protection. You'd have to maybe clear out an entire prison, or at least a floor of a prison, and it had to be just for him. I don't know how you would do it. I want you to watch this video and let me know what you think. As always, please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm Carmine Sabia for Explain America. We love you guys. God bless you. Take care, everybody.
Be incarcerated for violating the gag order. It's highly unlikely he would ever get to that point, isn't it?
He's not going to incarcerate him, I don't think, under any circumstances. You know, he could make a statement and assess a financial penalty on some of the violations. I think the problem, as I said yesterday, is that he's going to have to tighten this order up. Because there are instances where there is a collision between, the former president's First Amendment rights and what's happening here. And there's another point that I would make here. I don't follow Michael Cohen on social media, but, if I were the judge, I might call the prosecution aside and say, look, I know he's not your client, but he's your witness. Tell him to stop, posting, because in a sense, he's inciting the former president. That's not a justification for violating the gag order, but, fair is fair, and I think you have to manage this thing as it moves forward as the presiding judge. I think that's one option. He could also drop a gag order on everybody, I suppose.
Ellie, do you think any other defendant would have been thrown in jail already?
That's pretty drastic. I mean, let's understand, first of all, it's very rare to have a gag order in place in any case. This type of defiance, though, is something I've never seen before. To have somebody, I think the judge is clearly going to find most or all of these now 11 alleged violations to have been met. The big question I have is, what's the judge going to do the next step? Because there will be a next chapter. I'm sure this will not be the end of Donald Trump violating this gag order.
He was talking about Michael Cohen on the way to this gag order hearing this morning.
He's violating.
That's when he recorded the interview with the local Philadelphia station. Trump did that this morning, and they got in the motorcade and drove to the courthouse and had this contentious hearing where he was seated in the room.
The judge has an option. Please, Ellie.
His argument is not that he's not violating the gag order. His argument is primarily that he shouldn't be under a gag order, right? So he's not trying to say this is not what I'm doing. He's trying to say I'm the president.
Olivia,
it doesn't matter.
You were in the courtroom yesterday. Generally speaking, what is the dynamic like between the judge and the Trump legal team?
It's very interesting. You can see that he's just getting totally exhausted by dealing with them. And the other day, they had kind of a smackdown moment where the judge said at a certain point, I'm paraphrasing, but at a certain point, you are just going to have to accept my decisions and accept that this is my courtroom, basically. And it seemed like it reached another moment of blows today where the judge is just losing patience.
Well, that means, in my opinion, that means the defense is doing their job.